Hi, this is Paul Palmer. Today I'm going to talk about documentation. Now, a slightly different perspective today is missing documentation. Now, often people talk to me about the documentation that comes out of the process, the associated backup information that goes with it. And they present it in a format that says, oh, well, this bit's missing, but we've written a deviation, so it's okay. Well, not really. The deviation's there for a failure. If you've got the documentation that you're supposed to have and one part of it's missing, well, you should go and get it, not just leave it with the deviation. Often it's because the time taken to recover the document that's been archived maybe is longer than writing the deviation and getting that signed off, especially when it's the person signing off the deviation that's recommending to write that rather than spend the time recovering the document from the archive, which is maybe off-site. Maybe it's in a full palette and you need to go through it to find the right document. But the problem is you don't know, if you don't have the correct paper trail, if there's something that you should be considering as part of the release. Maybe there was an issue with the related substances. Maybe there's an issue with the content uniformity. Maybe there was an issue with the assay. And when it's gone into the finished pack, it's come out slightly high or slightly low. And you've got an out of trend result based on the data that you're missing because of the missing document. Now, for me, the best way to avoid this situation is to use an electronic system. Maybe you've got a LIMS system to capture your original data. And then you've got an electronic quality management system that then collates the information. And maybe you've got auto capture online, which then also feeds into the electronic quality management system. And with all the records collated in real time and making sure that you actually put them in there and having, it comes to mind Pokeyoki, but really it's zero defects. You can't go to the next stage until you've completed the previous one. So if you go through the process and you've got it all set up electronically and all the steps are controlled and they're all signed off, as you go through the process, then you can archive as you go along because you know already that you've filled all the gaps, that you've got everything that you need. Because when you do your process mapping up front, you know that that's how you're going to assemble the document. How you're going to assemble it, sorry. I didn't pronounce that very well. But then, if you've got something missing, what's gone wrong? How did they get through the next stage? And then you know you've got a corrective action, or preventive action, so it doesn't happen again. And this way, by putting in an electronic system that manages the workflow, you avoid the unnecessary deviations that are there really just to avoid a delay. Because everybody wants the product to get out on time, in full, the right product in the right place to treat the patient. It's Paul Palmer. Have a good day.